Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides, bringing my run for Metroid Zero Mission on Hard. No item upgrade run. Today we're doing Long Beam. Last time we got Morph Ball, and yeah, the beginning part, like the very beginning part of Metroid Zero Mission, for the first half of it, is basically going to be nothing but getting the major upgrades. For the most part, you're going to be seeing them like one after the other. Like, we're going to get Long Beam, we're eventually going to get, I think, Charge Beam like just next, because we have to fight the giant worm bastard that, you know, leads close to Norfair and what have you. Which I'll explain probably more about him when I get to him. Again, since this is a run and not so much of a guide, if you want to take it as a guide, you totally can. I'm not going to stop you from doing that, but since this is mostly just a run, I'm probably not going to explain pretty much everything that I'm doing. I'm mostly just going to be talking about and covering the things that might have happened, that might have been tricky, you know, or whatever, because like there is a spot coming up pretty soon after you get the Long Beam that is going to be devastating. Now, I do think you can technically get away with getting into where you need to without Long Beam. I think that's one of those ones you could theoretically skip if you wanted. However, again, I'm not doing a low percent run anyway. A low percent run would be 9%, 8% or whatever, and as far as I know, you cannot technically get a 0%. I looked it up. I don't think you can. Because major upgrades count toward the percentage run. That's why this is not called 0%, unfortunately. But I do think for Fusion you can technically do that. So this part right here was actually the most, well, the first tricky part of the entire game, is dealing with that crab monster thing. I don't know all the names of the enemies in Metroid. I play Metroid, you know, just to play it. I don't really ever think about the names half the time. Same thing with Zelda. Like, I know a few names here and there, but other than that, I don't know much. Like, I know Rippers and Zoomers, and for the most part, like, bosses and what have you. But yeah, so that part right there is kind of tricky. I do think that if you were to stay near the door and then hit L and aim down and shoot him that way, you should have a better chance of fighting it. But I kind of just got lucky. I just kind of did what I could, you know, just to beat him. I did die to him like once or twice, so I did have to restart the run all over to, you know, make up for that. But yeah, other than that, that's probably the hardest part about getting Long Beam, is dealing with that asshole right after. And yeah, you do have to go toward Torian direction in order to get him to spawn. It's really weird and annoying. But yeah, there's a save point up there that I was not paying attention to. I was not, I forgot to save it. Oh yeah, by the way, there's going to be a lot of lag in the game. I'm not playing on Switch, I'm playing on an actual Game Boy Advance cartridge for it. However, I am playing it with my Retron, and I don't think, of course, it's the Retron that has slowdown. I think it's just my game. I don't know if Zero Mission was ever this way back in the day, because I didn't really play it back then, unfortunately. So I'm not sure if this was always a thing, or if it's just my copy is just getting slow and old. It could be a number of things. But anyway, that's it for this. I'll see you guys next time. So, of course, as always, take care, everybody.